A vacation should be a break from reality, not your bank account. But in some destinations, just checking in feels like taking out a second mortgage. From $50 smoothies to $3,000 per night suites, there are corners of the world where luxury is so over the top, it's financially reckless. Today, we're counting down the world's most outrageously expensive vacation spots, places so pricey they make first-class flights look like budget hacks. This isn't your average overpriced getaway. These are destinations where the rich don't just go to relax, they go to flex. And if you're not careful, you could end up maxing out your credit card before you even unpack. Let's dive in. Let's start with a classic, St-Barth. This Caribbean island isn't just exclusive, it's elusive, small, French-speaking, glamorized. It's where billionaires dock their yachts and celebrities casually parade the beaches in couture. High season? Forget it. A basic hotel room can start at $2,000 a night, if you can even find one. During Christmas and New Year's, you'll be competing with hedge funders and movie stars just for the privilege of booking something. A cocktail at Nikki Beach? Around $30. A beach chair rental? $100. Dinner at a cliffside bistro with a sea view? Expect a 4-digit check if you order wine. And the kicker? Almost everything is imported from Europe, so prices reflect jet fuel and exclusivity taxes. Even a bottle of sunscreen will run you $45. Barts isn't just expensive, it's a financial test of willpower. And yet, people return year after year, not just for the views, but to be seen in one of the most elite vacation circles in the world. Next up, Norway, specifically Oslo. You'd think a cold Nordic capital wouldn't break the bank, but you'd be wrong. Norway consistently ranks among the most expensive countries on Earth, and Oslo is its polished, oil-rich gem. Hotels? Easily $400 to $600 a night for anything remotely stylish. Dinner? A basic meal at a mid-range restaurant might cost $80 per person, without alcohol. A glass of wine? $20. A cocktail? $25 to $30. Public transport is efficient but pricey, and taxis? Astronomical. A McDonald's meal costs more than $20. Gas is over $8 a gallon. Even bottled water costs $5. And yet, tourists keep coming. Why? Because Oslo is stunning. Fjords, article architecture, clean air, and a glimpse into a country where everyone seems rich, except you. The allure of 24-hour sunlight in summer and ethereal northern lights in winter, and you begin to see why people are willing to splurge. Just bring a fat wallet and leave your budget mindset at home. Let's go tropical again. The Maldives. A vacation here isn't a trip, it's a full production. First, the flight. From the US or Europe, you're likely paying at least $1,000 to $2,500 round trip in economy. Business class? You're into 5 figures. Then you land in Malay, and your resort isn't even on the island. You'll need to board a private seaplane, which can cost $500 to $800 per person round trip. Once you arrive at your overwater villa, the real costs begin. Want a meal? There's no walk into town. You're on an isolated atoll. You'll pay $80 to $150 per meal per person at the resort. Drinks, champagne brunches, spa treatments over the water, they're all stunning, and they'll all destroy your budget. A 1-week stay for 2 people without flying first class or booking the presidential suite can easily hit $20,000 to $30,000. This is paradise, but only for the financially prepared. And while resorts are going green with solar panels and marine conservation, the luxury price tag is evergreen. Now let's get alpine. Because if you think skiing is expensive in the US, wait until you visit Courchevel 1850 in the French Alps. This is where royals, oligarchs, and tech moguls come to ski and spend. A night at the Cheval Blanc, or Les Airels during ski season, can run $5,000 to $10,000 per night. That includes your private butler, heated boot racks, and access to Europe's most exclusive slopes. Ski passes? Over $400 for a week. A lunch of raclette and wine on the mountain? Easily $300 for 2. And Courchevel isn't just skiing. It's fine dining, Chanel boutiques, and helicopter arrivals from Geneva. The vibe here is simple. If you have to ask the price, you don't belong. And that's part of the appeal. It's not just about skiing. It's about exclusivity carved into the side of a mountain. Moving on to a surprising entry. Tokyo, Japan. Japan is known for its hospitality and cleanliness, but not its affordability. Tokyo is clean, dazzling, and sophisticated, but it's also a black hole for spending. Luxury hotels like the Aman Tokyo or the Park Hyatt charge upwards of $800 to $1,200 per night, and often more during peak travel months. Want to try omakase sushi at a Michelin-starred restaurant? Expect to pay $300 to $500 per person, not including drinks. A cab ride across town might cost $60. A premium matcha latte in a luxury hotel cafe? $18. And while ramen shops can be affordable, the lure of high-end Japanese craftsmanship, from knives to watches to vintage denim, turns Tokyo into an impulsive shopper's minefield. You won't go broke eating cheap, but if you want the Tokyo high life, you better bring a platinum card. Even the minimalist zen comes with a maximalist price tag. Back to Europe now, Switzerland, specifically Zurich and Geneva. Here's a hint. If it's got Swiss banks, it's going to cost you. Hotels in Zurich are among the most expensive in Europe. A standard 4-star room downtown can cost $500 to $800 per night. 5-star hotels? Double that. A single cappuccino can be $7. A basic lunch? $40. And if you dare to dine lakeside with a view of the Alps, prepare for a multi-course meal that costs the same as a mortgage payment. Even public restrooms in Zurich charge you to enter. And heaven forbid you decide to shop. Swiss watches, fine chocolates, luxury spas, and designer boutiques aren't just available. They're expected. You won't just spend in Switzerland. You'll hemorrhage. Even a picnic in the park can cost $100 if you pick up a bottle of local wine and gourmet cheese. Let's not forget New York City, because even Americans underestimate just how expensive the Big Apple can be for visitors. Hotels? A basic room in Manhattan during the summer can cost $600 to $1,200 a night. And that's not for luxury. A Broadway ticket? Over $300. A cocktail at a rooftop bar in Soho? $26. Before tip. Dinner for two at a trendy bistro? Easily $400 with drinks. Museum admissions, subway fares, Ubers, overpriced bagels, and yes, even coffee that costs $9 in Tribeca. New York isn't just expensive, it's built to squeeze money out of tourists. And with hidden fees, resort charges, and taxes added to everything from hotels to restaurant bills, you'll leave wondering where all your money went. The city never sleeps, but neither will your credit card after. Now for the ultimate in absurdity, Antarctica. Yes, Antarctica. You can visit, you can even cruise in luxury, but it will cost you. Most Antarctic cruises start at $15,000 to $25,000 per person. That doesn't include airfare to Ushuaia, Argentina, where most ships depart. And if you want a truly VIP experience, private chefs, suite cabins, personal guides, you're looking at $100,000 and up. But even then, nothing is guaranteed. Weather delays are common, landings can be canceled, and you're locked on a ship for 10 to 20 days with nowhere to go. It's a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and for many, it's also a once-in-a-bank-account clearing experience. You're paying to not walk on land. That's luxury. Want a few more? How about Bora Bora, where even mid-range resorts charge over $1,000 a night, and dinner for two with wine might cross the $500 mark? Or Iceland, where everything from gas to groceries is imported and marked up, and basic hotels cost double what you'd pay elsewhere in Europe? And let's not forget Singapore. Spotless, efficient, exquisitely expensive. Michelin-starred hawker stalls aside, the city is home to sky-high hotel rates, $30 cocktails at Marina Bay Sands, and luxury malls where shoppers think nothing of spending $10,000 in an hour. Or Dubai, land of supercars and gold-plated cappuccinos. where a shopping spree at the Mall of the Emirates can rival a year's rent back home, and where a desert resort experience includes private falconry shows and 7-star suites. So what's the takeaway? These destinations are stunning, jaw-dropping, life-changing, but they're also financially extreme. And for some travelers, that's the point. Spending thousands isn't just about indulgence, it's about access, status, telling a story money alone can buy. But if you're not careful, you'll return home with more regrets than Instagram likes. So here's our advice. Budget beyond the hotel. Many of these places charge hidden fees, import markups, and premium prices on even basic amenities. Know your high season. In places like St-Barths or Courchevel, traveling just a few weeks earlier or later can save you tens of thousands. Ask yourself why you're going. If it's to relax, do you really need to do it somewhere that costs $7 for water? Because yes, vacation should be a break, but it shouldn't break you. Let us know in the comments. Which of these destinations would you risk your savings to visit? And which one feels criminally overpriced? And if you want more deep dives into luxury travel, secret destinations, and the economics of indulgence, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because sometimes the price of paradise is way too high.